Okay, let's start the session, people. Hi, everyone. Can I get a quick confirmation in the chat box regarding the sounds? Am I loud and clear? Yes. Good. Perfect. Super. So, can you quickly take the paper? The double entries. Quickly take that paper. Double entries paper. Keep it with you. Hi, Yumna. Quickly take the double entry paper. Done? Done? Arranged? Settled? Have the double entry paper with you all? Give me a confirmation in the chat box. Done. Super. So we completed up to the transaction number 10. If I'm not mistaken, can I get a confirmation on that? We completed up to the transaction number 10. I need a confirmation on that. Am I correct or wrong? Am I correct or wrong? In question 2, we completed up to the transaction number 10. Need a quick confirmation, people. Need a quick confirmation. Yes. Good. Now today, let's move to the transaction number 11 now. Okay. So in this transaction number 11, what you have? Owner withdrew 20,000 from the business. So people, if owner takes money from the business, what will happen to the business cash? Your cash asset will decrease. Your cash asset will decrease. So asset decreases is a what record, people? Everyone tell me. Asset decreases is a what record? Everyone tell me. Asset decreases is a what record? It's a credit or debit. Credit or debit, a credit record. Asset decreases is a credit record. And from other side, who is taking this money? Owner. I told you, if owner takes money from the business, it is drawings. It is drawings. So if owner takes money from the business, equity decreasing. Equity decreasing. So equity decreases is what people? Debit or credit? Good, Zakir. Equity decreases is what people? Debit or credit? Check it, check it. It is debit. So now let's prepare the accounts and we'll write the entries first. 11th one. From one side, your equity decreasing. Drawings. What is the value? 20,000. From other side, your asset decreasing, cash asset. $20,000. So equity decreases debit, cash decreases credit. So drawings debit, cash credit. Drawings debit, cash credit. Drawings debit, 20,000. You have a drawings account. Already we opened one. Cash credit. Now you can switch the names here. You can write drawings. Here you can write cash. So this is transaction number 11. Drawings, debit, cash, credit. If you are done, post a letter D in the chat box, people. D. Good. Now let's move to the next one. Okay. Purchase of goods. So if you purchase goods, people, if they say just purchase of goods, that is a cash purchase. This particular transaction in our last class also we discussed. So from one side, your cash is decreasing. From one side, your cash asset is decreasing. Asset is decreasing. So asset decreases, credit. And people, everyone tell me, everyone, if you purchase the goods, you will be recording it in which account, people? You will be recording it in which account? I gave you a proper note on this. I told you this one maybe 20, 30 times. 20, 30 times. No. So one entry is done. IFRA, one entry is done. This is done. Cash credit is done. Cash is decreasing. So asset decreases, credit. Any purchases, you have to write it in the purchase account. Purchase account. Purchase account. Any purchase of the main stock, I clearly told you, people, any purchase of the main stock should be written in the purchase account. So here, purchase, I told you, it is an expense. Expense. Expenses are debit. Expenses are debit. So this is same as the transaction number 7, no difference. Same as the transaction number 7, no difference. Purchase account debit, cash account credit, 100,000. Purchase account debit, because expenses are increasing, cash account credit, your cash is decreasing. Then you have a purchase account. Purchase account debit, cash account credit, 100,000. Here you can write cash and here you can write purchase. If you are done, let me know, people. Done. Good. Now let's move to the next one. Pay 10,000 as salary. So again, people paid 10,000 as salary. What's happening to your cash? Cash is going out. Your cash is going out. Yes. Cash asset is decreasing. Cash asset is decreasing. Cash. And people, salary is expense for the business. Salary is expense for the business. Good. Salary is expense for the business. Salary. So expenses debit. Expenses debit. Good. Salary debit, cash credit. What's the amount? 10,000. Cash credit 10,000. Salary debit, cash credit. Salary debit, cash credit. So I think we will have to open account for the salary. Salary, we will have to open account. Let's open. salary account. Salary debit, cash credit. If you are done, post a letter D in the chat box, people. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. This is a good one, people. Good one. Owner withdrew goods. Owner withdrew goods from the business for his private use. For his private use. So that is correct, Zakir. That is correct. Vinuti also correct. That is correct. Vinuti, owner withdrew what from the business? Owner withdrew what from the business? Goods. I told you all our goods are there. All our goods are there except for the account in equation chapter. In which account? All our goods are there in the purchase account. So here you have to remove that 20,000 from the purchase account. You have to remove that 20,000 from the purchase account. Super people. You got it correct. So first one is it's drawings, obviously, because he's taking for his private use. So drawings will reduce the equity. Will reduce the equity. Drawings. So it is debit. And he is taking from the stock. So purchase account should be reduced. Purchase account should be reduced. Is a credit. That is a good adjustment. That is a good adjustment. Put a star for that. Put a star for that. So we have done that good adjustment. You can't forget it. You can't forget it. We have done that good adjustment. 14. How much worth goods Baga is taking? 20,000 worth goods, no? Debit drawings, credit purchases. Debit drawings, credit purchases. Debit drawings, credit purchases. Here you can write drawings, and here you can write purchases. Done. Good. Now let's move to the next one. This is what people purchase of goods or purchase of a non-current asset. 15th one. 15th one is a purchase of goods or purchase of a non-current asset. Read the transaction properly. Read the transaction properly. Purchased furnitures. Now furnitures means these tables, chairs, sofas, furnitures here. So these furnitures we are purchasing to use it for longer period, long-term assets, not for a shorter period. So this is a purchase of non-current asset. So the one of the asset is increasing. The one of the asset is increasing. I told you, only goods purchase will be there in the purchase. Only the goods purchase. So this is, I think, maybe 25th time I am telling. Only the goods purchase will be there in the purchase. Baidullah, what are you purchasing? Equipment. The equipment kiyanne laptop, computers, printers, projectors. Those are only equipments. This is a purchase of furniture. Oh, purchase of furniture. How it can be expense? Purchase of furniture is not expense. Purchase of furniture is purchase of asset. Purchase of furniture is purchase of asset. Expense කියන්න බෑ ඒවට වැරදි. Purchase of furniture is purchase of an asset, non-current asset. So you have to put it to the relevant account. So here you are getting an asset. Your asset is increasing. What asset is increasing? Furniture asset is increasing. Furniture asset is increasing. So it is debit. And from other side, what's happening? One of your asset is decreasing. What asset is decreasing? Your cash asset is decreasing. Perfect. So it is credit. So furniture's debit, cash, credit. Furniture's debit, cash, credit. How much? 50,000, no? Furniture asset increases debit, cash, asset decreases credit. Good. So I have to open an account for furniture. No. Furniture account. Furniture account debit. Cash account credit. Furniture, here you can write cash. Transaction number 15. If you are done, let me know, people. Furniture account debit. Cash account credit. Furniture is an inventory. No. Furniture is not inventory. So in my business is maybe selling these watches, selling these wristwatches. So what is my inventory, Yunus? And what is my inventory? My business is selling these wristwatches. Then I am buying a table for the business, sofa for the business. Then it is my inventory. So it is an item where I bought it to use. Inventory means the item that you are buying to sell. This is this table, that chair, that sofa, everything. I bought it to use or bought it to sell. You know, tell me. Everything is there for what? Sofas, tables, chairs, all these furnitures are there to use. So it is not your inventory. Inventory means the watches that I bought to sell. Selling purpose seeking the watches in the expectation of selling watches. That is what inventory. Okay. So for the purchase account, you have to put only the items that you bought to sell, like the stock, the main stock of the business. Watch business again, what is the stock? If you take the water bottle business, water bottle is the stock. Calculator business, calculator is the stock. Phone business, phone is the stock. Laptop business, laptop is the stock. So remaining everything they will have to use. So only the stock purchase, goods purchase, inventory purchase, we made badu purchase. That is only you have to write in the purchase account. Clear, Yunus? Clear, clear, clear the. Good. Now let's move to the next one. Here purchase goods are goods. Now this time tell me without making mistakes, everyone. Goods purchase කොහෙද ලියන්නේ? Goods purchase කොහෙද ලියන්නේ? Everyone tell me. Goods purchase, where are you writing in the purchase account? Good. So debit the purchase account. But purchased on credit basis. You are not giving money. You are telling to that supplier, supplier, here see, I don't have money. I'll pay you later. Good. Zakir correct. Vinuti correct. Who else? So I have to pay him later. Pay him later means payable. I have to pay him later. That 200,000 I have to pay that fellow. That bill I have to pay in the future. That 200,000. So I have to pay him payables. But for the payables of the main stock, when we were learning the previous chapter, actually the chapter number 4, I gave another name for that. Metuki correct. Vinuti and Zakir gave me the correct answer. Metuki correct. The name people, if you have to pay, දෙකක් කියලා දුන්නා. ඔයා future එකේ pay කරන්න ඕන නම් අපි payable නැත්තම් creditors අන්න හරි. Creditors. Future receive නම් future pay නම් payable. Future receive නම් receivable. Receivable another name. Receivable another name. Debtors. Debtors. Annar. Debtors. Pay nam payables. Future receive nam receivables. Debtors. Good. So here people you can write credit. Trade debtors. Trade. Creditors. Sorry. Trade creditors. So my liabilities are increasing because I have to pay that 2 lakhs. Liability increases. Check the paper now. Quickly check the paper. Liability increases is a what record? Debit record or credit record? Liability increases is a credit record. Liability increases is a credit record. Credit. Liability increases is a credit record. Oh, mangga pennannan ko man ලියලා පෙන්නු. Here liability is there in the right side. Right side increases credit record. Credit record. Right side increases is a credit record. So debit purchase, credit liability increases, trade creditors. Debit purchase, credit trade creditors. I don't have a trade credit. I have a trade credit account. No, I have one account. Section number 16. Done. Done the lamai done the. Done. Now let's move to the next one. Sold goods on credit basis. Sales. It's a sale. Sale is what for the business people? Sale is income. Anna. So income increases, sales income. So income increases what record people? Check the paper. Income increases what record? Check the paper. It is a income increases. Income increases. Here see. Income තියෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තේ. මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන income. Income is there in the right side. Income increases. A debit credit record. Income increases a credit record. You are selling not for cash on credit basis. So you have to receive in the future. Anything correct? You have to receive in the future. So what's the name? If you sell some item and if you didn't get the money, if you have to receive in the future, what's the name? Debtors, trade debtors. So debtors is an asset. Receivables, correct. Receivables, another name is debtors. So asset increasing, trade debtor. Trade debtor. Good. Is debit. Asset increasing debit. Trade debtor debit. Sales credit. Trade debtor. Sales income increasing. Asset increases debit. Income increases credit. Amount 100,000. Debtors debit. Sales credit. Debtors debit. Sales credit. So do we have a debtors account, people? Did we open one? No, no. We don't have a debtors account, right? Check it and confirm. අපිට trade debtor account එක නැහැ නේද ළමයි? We don't have a trade debtor account, no? Then we'll open one. Thank you. Trade debtor account. $100,000. Sales account credit 100,000. People, only 3 students told me their business studies accounts, business studies marks actually. Only 3 people. There are others. What about others? In this class, there are more than, with both the batches, if I'm not mistaken, more than 20 students are there. Out of 20, only plus 20 plus. Only 3 people gave me the marks. Didn't receive. Vinoti, good. Janumain and good. Don't worry, people who got term test, school term test, Janumain and good 88. Zakir 92, good. Beidullah 75. Imat, Yusat also 75. Senul. Senul. Global Village. Senul, you are from batch 1 or batch 2? Senul. batch 2 එකේ ළමයිට last week තමයි 1 එක. What is global village? Okay. So just watch the recording. I have given a comprehensive explanation. Like I think maybe 30 minutes විතර ගියා. ඒක explain කරන්න. So just watch the recording. හැමෝම 88 අරගෙන තියන්නේ කතා කරලා 88 අරගෙනද? එතු also 88. Good people. Your marks are really good. And few low marks also there. Those students, only thing that you have to do from your side, work hard. Work hard. You have my videos. So watch the videos again if you are in a doubt of like in a certain area. So you will have the videos for 6 days for people. Class ඉවර වෙලා 6 days later you have the 6 day watch it until you get it properly. Watch it people. Then you will be perfectly okay. Little by little only you have to work on this. Good. So as a overall basis people, I am really happy with your marks because most of you all have scored above 75. Yes, Zakir, sure. Just drop me a WhatsApp message. Just drop me a WhatsApp message. I'll arrange it. Okay. No problem. Factors of production done, Danny. Factors of production. You have four factors of production. So what are the factors of production first of all? In order to fulfill the human needs and wants, you have to produce the goods and services. No? So අපි හිතමු for me for the telecommunication purpose I need the mobile phone. හරිද? So for me to fulfill my need of communication, the item that I am going to use is the mobile phone. හරිද? So someone should produce this phone. So all the services and products they are producing to fulfill the human needs and wants. එතකොට මේ phone එක හදන්න, to make this phone, for the process you have to insert certain things, no? Like the plastic, the metal items needed for the circuits. Okay. Maybe whatever the liquids that you need, chemicals that you need, whatever, I don't know. So lot of inputs should happen, and there should be a person to maybe fix the phone, labors, and there should be a brain behind it, the person who is having this idea. So all those inputs are only, we will call it as factors of production. So these factors of production, 4 categories are there. These factors of production, 4 categories are there. So what are the 4 categories? One is the land. Land means all the natural resources. Like the plastic that we are using to make the plastic, we have to take something from the nature. And to make the metals of this phone, we have to take something from the nature. To make the chemicals we need for this particular phone, we have to take something from the nature. Whatever the natural resources is land. Then labor. Labor means mental and physical. People who are working by using their, not using their brain that much. Like the carpenters, they are working physically. But accountants, they are working mentally. So whatever the labor, and you have capital. Capital means money and man-made items. Money, you know, man-made item means sometimes to make this phone, you need a machine to assemble and to do whatever the parts of this phone. So those are man-made items. And finally, the brain behind it, like the person who is having the business idea. entrepreneurship. So if all these things comes into a one place only, a successful product or service can be created, then it will be delivered to the end customer. That end customer, by consuming that product or service, he can fulfill his needs and wants. Simple as that. So factors of production means the input resources for a production process. So ඒවා හතරයි. land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. ජඩු මේලෙන්ට ඉතින් ලොකු ඒරියා එකක් විනාඩි 5න් කියලා දුන්නා. Cool. Now let's move to the next one. Where is my pen? Okay. No problem. What is the next one? Received 80,000 from debtors. Debtors, what they give you, people? They will give you cake or biscuit or chocolate or toffee. What they give you? What they will give you? They will give you money, cash. So your cash is increasing. Cash asset is increasing. Asset increases debit. And people, now no point of keeping that 80,000 amount in their accounts. No, I have to increase their accounts or decrease their accounts. What I should do? Debtors lage accounts වැඩි කරන්න ඕනේද, balances වැඩි කරන්න ඕනේද, අඩු කරන්න ඕනේද? Should I have to increase their balances or decrease their balances? They are giving me money, no? When they are giving me money, what I should do? උන්ගේ balances වැඩි කරන්න ඕනේද, අඩු කරන්න? I have to reduce the balances because they are giving, no? උඹට සල්ලි දෙති මම තව වැඩි කරනවා. He has to give me 100,000. I'm making it 150,000 when he give me 50,000. No. So if he give me out of 100,000, if he give me 80,000, I will reduce it for 20,000. 100,000 bassana 20,000. Bassana. You have to decrease. When you receive money from the debtors, you have to decrease their balances. So debtor balances are decreasing. Debtor is an asset. That asset balance is decreasing. Asset decreases is credit. Good, correct. So cash debit, debtor credit. Cash debit, debtor credit. Cash asset increasing. Debit. Debtor, trade debtor, asset is decreasing. Decreasing. Credit. Cash debit, debtor credit. $80,000. Cash trade debtors. Transaction number 18. Done. Others also, when you all are done, just let me know. Huh? Now let's move to the next one. Paid 50,000 to creditors. What are we paying to the creditors? මොනවද දෙන්නේ උන්ට අපි? අපි උන්ට දෙන්නේ මොනවද? chocolate the biscuit the cake the. We are giving money to them. So my money is decreasing this time. This time my cash is decreasing. Asset decreases. Which asset? Cash asset. Asset decreases credit. Credit. And people, I am settling them. No. When I am settling them, I should increase their balances or decrease their balances. I have to decrease their balances because I am paying them. No? I am paying and settling them. So I have to decrease their balances. So my liabilities are decreasing because I am settling them. No? Trade creditor liabilities decreasing. E creditors. Liability decreases is what record people check and tell me. Liability decreases. බහින එක. නගින එක නෙමෙයි. Liability බහින එක. නෑ. Liability බහින එක. බහින එක. චෙක් කරලා ගියන් කොලේ බලලා ගියන්. කොලේ බලලා ගියන්. Liability බහින එක debit. Liability බහින එක debit. So trade creditors debit, cash credit. Trade creditor liabilities decreasing. Debit, cash asset is decreasing. Any transaction, two impacts. Always there are two impacts. Credit. So can someone help me with the value 50,000. 50,000. Trade creditor debit, cash credit 50,000. Done? Done. Now let's move to the next one. Owner invested 200,000 additional capital. So if they tell like this, normally owner is investing money, yeah, nothing else. He is not investing a land. He is not investing a car. He is not investing a van. He is investing. He is giving. He is bringing money to the business. So our money increasing, cash increasing, asset increases. Good. Which asset increases? Cash asset. So it is debit. It is debit. And from other side, who is bringing this asset? Owner is bringing. So owner's portion is increasing. Equity increase. Equity increase. Capital. Credit. Debit cash, credit capital. Debit cash, credit capital. How much? 200,000. We already opened a capital account. Debit cash, credit capital. Debit cash, credit capital. Debit cash, credit capital. Done. Done. Now let's move to the next one. So this transaction, when we were learning the accounting equation chapter also, we learned people. May transaction. Accounting equation එක කරද්දිත් අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා. We learned that particular transaction. So we have made a payment of 20,000 to the bank. Of that, 2,000 is interest. We have made the payment 20,000 to the bank. Of that, interest is an expense, no? Is 2,000. So people, you tell me from the loan, bank loan, from the bank loan liability, how much we have settled, people? Tell me. You have made a payment of 20,000, but out of that 2,000 is given for the interest. because bank will not give us money for free of charge. No? ගෙවපු 20000න් 2000ක් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් වලට ගෙවලා තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් ලෝන් එක කොච්චරද සෙටල් කරලා තියෙන්නේ? Out of the 20,000 that we have paid, 2,000 is given for the interest. Then from the loan, how much we have settled? Zakir correct. From the loan, how much we have settled? Same transaction I used when we were doing the accounting equation chapter. From the loan amount, we have settled only 18,000. From the loan amount, we have settled only 18,000. Since this transaction has two different accounts, people, you have to write two different entries. වෙනම ලියන්න. Bank loan එකට වෙනම, interest expense එකට වෙනම. So let's write it for the bank loan first. My cash is going out. Cash 18,000. My cash asset is decreasing. And from other side, my bank loan liability. Loan liability decreasing by 18,000. So liability decreases debit. And for the interest you have paid 20,000. So cash asset decreasing by 2,000. So that's how you are getting total 20,000. And there is an expense. What is the expense? Interest. Interest expense 2,000. Expenses are debit. So you have to show the transaction separately. So put a star for that one also, people. That is also good transaction. 21 also a very good transaction. A very good transaction. Twentieth one, I didn't write it here. I'm writing the 20th one, people. $21. So first, your cash asset is decreasing. One is 18,000. Other one is 2,000. So one is to settle the bank loan. Other one is the interest expense. Debit. Debit. 18,000. 2,000. This is reduction of the liability. This is expense. So we'll record the first one. Debit bank loan, credit cash, 18,000. And second one, debit interest expense, credit cash, 2,000. So we don't have an account for the interest expense. No. Twenty one. 21, no? Yes, 21. Here, 2,000 interest. 21. So 21 is having two transactions. Huh? I told you that, so it is good. 18,000 separately, 2,000 separate. 18,000 is the bank loan, 2,000 is the interest. So you have to show both the transactions separate. Interest expense account, 2,000. If you are done, post the letter D in the chat box below. Done. Good. Now let's move to the next one. Ah, people, this one කිව්වේ නැත්තම් එල්ලනවා ගෙදරටම එල්ලනවා බාල්කි. Purchase goods are goods. So tell me, goods which account? Goods purchase account. Good. Debit purchase account. On what basis? Cash basis or credit basis? Credit basis. That means trade, credit, trade, creditors. Debit purchase, credit, trade, creditors. Same as transaction 16. Same as transaction 16. 22. What's the amount? 100,000. Debit purchase, credit, trade, creditors. Debit purchase, credit, trade, creditors. Liabilities are increasing. Trade creditor liabilities increasing. Same as transaction 16. $100,000. Done. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. Ah, again, people, easy one. Again, easy one. Paid 50,000 to creditors. So our money is going out. Our cash asset is decreasing credit. And we are paying to creditors. So we have to reduce the liabilities because we are settling them. No, settle karana. So liabilities are decreasing. Creditor liabilities decreasing. Liability decreases. Debit. Same as transaction 19. Same as transaction 19. No difference. What's the amount? Amount also same. 50,000. Amount also same 50,000. Done, people. Finish. In cash account, you all have like another how many lines, people? How many lines space is there in your cash account? Just two. One line. So in your cash account, people, we might need like another uh 1, 2, 3, another 6 lines. We might need like another 6 lines. Will you be able to erase one account and place it somewhere else and extend it for another 6 lines, people? एक account या completely erase करला, extend it for like another 10 lines, not to have any problems. Extend it for like another 10 lines and draw the accounts in a separate place that you are going to erase, because cash account අපිට තව 6 lines වගේ ඕන වෙනවා. Quickly do it, people. 5 is telling he can do it. Others also quickly do it, people. Quickly do it. Cash account from the beginning, we do it's big no. Cash account ලොකුයිනේ. You have to write it again then. No. Only one account. You can't have 2, 3 cash accounts. Cash account part 1, cash account part 2. එහෙමද? Don't be lazy, people. Don't be lazy. Just erase like after the cash account like you might have 2 accounts no, where you, if you are going to extend for like another 6, 7 lines, probably you'll have to erase like 2 accounts. Probably. So erase those 2 accounts and replace. කොහේ හරි ගිහලා දාන්න ඒ accounts දෙක. කොහේ හරි ගිහලා දාලා cash account එක extend කරගන්න. Zakir done. 2 people done. Faik and Zakir. Zimana also done. Inuti done. What about others? Vedullah, finish. Good. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. 24th one. Owner gave 200,000 worth motor bicycle to the business. So business is getting a motor bicycle. We are getting a motor bicycle. Our asset is increasing. What asset is increasing, people? Motor bicycle asset is increasing. So asset increases debit. And you tell me, people, who is giving this asset? Kawuda denne apita? Who is giving this asset for us? Huh? Who is giving this asset for us? So we are getting a motor bicycle asset. Owner. If owner gives anything to the business, owner's portion will equity will increase. Owner දෙයකට equity value. If owner takes anything from the business for his personal use, equity will decrease. So here capital. Let's write it. 23rd month dividend. 23rd. 24th. So business is getting a motor bicycle. So motor bicycle asset is increasing. Asset increases debit. And who is giving this motor bicycle to the business? Owner is giving. If owner gives anything to the business, equity will increase. Equity. Capital. Equity increases credit. How much is that? 200,000. Motor bicycle account debit. Capital account credit. Motor bicycle account debit. Capital account credit. So I'll open another account for the motor bicycle people. I don't have space. Motor bicycle account debit. Capital account credit. Motor bicycle account debit, capital account credit. Motor bicycle account debit, capital account credit. If you are done, post a D in the chat box. Done. Now let's move to the next one. Good. Again, people, 25 also same as identical to 17. Sold goods. Yes, identical to 17 people. Credit basis ne. So debit the trade debtors, credit the sales. Identical to 17 people, no difference. Identical to transaction number 70. $25. So sales is an income, sales account, income increases credit. And it is a sale on credit people. So we have to receive money in the future. Trade debtor account, asset increases debit. Here credit, here it is debit. Value 150,000. Trade debtor debit, sales credit. Debtor debit, sales credit. Debtor debit, sales credit. Same as the transaction number 17. Debtor debit, sales credit. 150,000. $17 or $18? 17. 17, no? 150,000. $150,000. Done. Debtor accounts debit 150,000, sales account credit 150,000. So people, I am not going to do the remaining transactions. Okay. So we'll do the remaining 5 transactions and the question number 3 next week. So with that, people, one of the very important chapters in accounting will be done, which is the double entry. So why am I taking so many days to complete this chapter? Even the chapter is small. because without double entries, accounting amatak කරන්නයි තියෙන්නේ. Simply you'll have to forget the account. Simple as that. If you don't know the double entry means, simply forget the accounting and forget about the subject commerce also, because 60% of your paper is accounting. Then people, that's it for the day. Before attending the next session, please make sure to revise and come, please. So when I told you to people on the first day, you can go for a good result if you do everything what I am telling. Simple as that. You are not required to do anything else, anything extra. Simply do what I am telling, you can go for a good result. Simple as that. So this is something that I am asking you to do. I am expecting you to do. Just go through the 25 transactions that we did in the question number 2 and the question number 1. Also, we did some transactions. Simply just go through everything that we did in this chapter B. That's the request from my side. Tata, bye. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No problem, people. Bye, bye.